here of Juliana Net Art. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. If you are new, I would love it if you'd consider subscribing. I'd love to have you stick around. So in today's video, I'm going to show you the pages that I plan to color for the month of September. Pages I plan to color, pages I hope to get to for September. And in case you didn't know, during the month of September, we are going to be celebrating space using the hashtag SpaceTember2024. So the majority of my pages that I plan to color are going to qualify for that. So yeah, we'll flip the camera around and I'll get showing you the pages I plan to color. Okay, so this is my planner, which I am still trying to figure out how to do. I have written down kind of like a mock-up of how Megan from Disney Makes Coloring and Jess from the Coloring Bumblebee. And I think I'm also going to look at Yolanda, the Coloring Biker Mama, and how she does hers. And I think I'm going to try to blend them and make one of mine. So right now we are not actually working from the book. I just had to write everything out on a sheet of paper because actually it's a lot of stuff and I had to kind of make sure I didn't forget anything, and I didn't want to write anything superfluously that was going to be not necessary in the planner. So I'm going to set this aside and work from it. So we're going to start with the project books. And these ones are not necessarily September plans. They are all at the moment kind of September, October. So basically I'm thinking that if I have a lot of space pages planned for September. And so if I feel that I am feeling a little bit spaced out, that I would then just try to maybe work on something in one of these books. So I plan to get a couple started, but I don't expect to finish anything from these project books that I'm about to show you. They're just kind of like a September, October, and if I get something started in them when I feel like it, then that's great. So as I've shown you before, Ivy and the Inky Butterfly by Joanna Basford is a project book with Emily of E Art Studios. And no, not there. We're doing this one. So I would like to get it started in September, potentially. Mostly I'm hoping to get a couple of these started in September because I don't want to be leaving them all for myself for October. And I'm really determined that we can get this double page spread done by the end of October because I don't want it to continue to hang over me. I'm sure Emily probably feels the same. So yeah, if I can get something started on it, I'll be happy. So that is the first one. The next one is another project book with Emily from E Art Studios and also the Fiction Kitten, Jenna, on Instagram. And so again, this is our page. It's a fairly simple page. I started the flower, changed my mind about the color palette, but I think I've kind of come up with a palette now. So I might erase this and go in with a different style, or I might just keep on working with it because I didn't lose the purple in the palette. I just changed the rest of the palette. So I'm pretty sure I can get started on that one. The next project book is, it's a project book with Jordy from Jordy Colors and Kate from Kate's Coloring Haven. And we are working our way through Erie's World Literature. But they had already started a little bit before they'd gotten a couple pages done before I joined them. So this month, August, I did a page with Jess, the Coloring Bumblebee, as a buddy color to help me catch up. And then I'll show you that in my completed pages. But for September, October, we're going to work on this this opening page, double page spread. So again, it's a project book with Jordy and Kate, but getting this page done is going to be a buddy color with Jess, aka the Coloring Bumblebee. So again, I'm going to at least try to get a start in it, and then we'll finish it for October. Next one is just a buddy color, not a project book, but it is a buddy color with Rachel from Rachel Crafts and Colors, Emily from eArt Studios, and Jenna the Fiction Kitten on Instagram. And I'm pretty sure I've shown you guys this a few times now. So this is the Camijo. Now this feels definitely it could lean spring, but I feel like it could do very well leaning fall. And I kind of had a pastel color palette envisioned for it. But then Rachel shared the color palette that she was planning to use, which is very pastel. And there's another page that I found that's just like in like kind of grayscale blacks and grays, just with these pops of vibrant red. And so I'm thinking I'm actually going to do that because one, it speaks to me, and two, I think if we're going into fall, it just feels like a quite an appropriate color palette for it. So again, out of these 4 books that I've shown you, I'll be happy if I get a decent start in 2 of them even, but I would like to start working in some of them. But that's kind of, like I said, when I'm feeling spaced out, I'll work on some of those. The next one is the new project book for the new group buddy color hashtag that I've started, which is Matchstick Mouse Through the Seasons. I'll put the hashtag up top there and in the description. And so the page that I chose for September was this page where she's got her little chestnut shell carrion leaves. I thought this was a good one because it's got the starry background, so it works for Spacetember. And so that is Matchstick Mouse Autumn. So that one is a for sure. So this now we're starting in the for sure I'm going to work on coloring that. The first 4 were the hopefully I can get started on something. These are the ones that I actually plan to get to and complete. So the next one is Enchanted Galaxies. I'm going to zoom you in. Sorry for always zooming you out first. I hope that doesn't make people sick. So the next one here is Enchanted Galaxies by Alexandra Zacharakouris. That's her name here. And we are doing, it's a buddy color with, now in the last video when I did my my autumn plans, I couldn't say her name. I kept saying like Cyan or Cyan or something because it's S-I-A-N. But I believe it's pronounced Shan. Shan. She told me that it's similar to Sean, but it's not Sean. So I think it's like a Shan. Anyway, that is at Fef Creates on Instagram and YouTube. So we're doing this as a buddy color. I really like this one because it's like little hobbit houses. I kind of have a vision of like some purpley pinky pastel-y clouds here, and then the nice dark background. We'll see what we can do because I think I'm hoping to try to use alcohol markers for basing it. So we'll see how cooperative the alcohol markers are for blending the clouds. So that one is a buddy color with Shan at Fef Creates. Next one is a very large group buddy color, and I had to write everybody down on a post-it. So there's Candace at Happy Catastrophe, Shan at Fef Creates, Hannah, who is at Hannah Renee Art, and I believe she's Instagram but doesn't have a YouTube. Candace and Shan do have YouTubes. Libera, I'm not sure. Again, I apologize for saying your name wrong. She is at Coloring and Relaxing on Instagram. Coloring and relaxing. Mallory, who I believe also is only on Instagram. And she is at _M_colors_. Rachel, who is at Rachel Colors and Crafts on Instagram and YouTube. And then Tammy, who is at Tammy Niebling on Instagram and Tammy Colors 2 on YouTube. So, huge group. And we're doing a buddy color on this page here, which is so adorable, and I can't wait. I have a color palette idea for this, but I'm not sure what mediums I'd like to use. I might like to try basing with some watercolor. No, not watercolor, just water-based markers, and see how that does, and then do some pencil over top. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we do. And next one is another group buddy color, and this one is not quite as big, but we have I don't know if it's Evelette or Evelette, who is at the Coloring Mermaid on Instagram and YouTube. Jessie, who is at Jessie in Color on Instagram and at 2121JRow on YouTube. Stephanie at Lighthearted Coloring. Again, I think that's just on Instagram. Megan, who is Disney Meg's Coloring. And Melissa, who is at Winter 89 Colors. So we are doing this page of, oh yeah, and we're doing Space by Hannah Carlson. And we're doing this page with the little girl and the cat looking through the telescope at space. And we've got the shooting star and we've got Saturn. So, well, maybe it's Saturn, maybe it's not, because they could be in space. We've got anthropomorphic cats looking at the sky, so they could be in a completely different galaxy looking at a different planet. So that one, my next buddy color is Mythographic Cosmic Spirit by Fabiana Atanasio. And this is a buddy color with Rachel Colors and Crafts. We're doing this horse page with the hourglass and the stars going through the planets. So this one is obviously they're all space timber tags, but Rachel and I also started the mythographic scavenger hunt hashtag, which is mythographic scavenger hunt 2024. I'll put it up at the top as well as in the description. And so the prompts that we put for September were to go with space timber. So we chose stars, planets, and moon for your pages in the mythographic. So obviously this one has stars and planets. This one could be a moon, who knows? So that'll go for our mythographic scavenger hunt hashtag as well as space timber. So that is Cosmic Spirit. Next is Mid-Century Modern Retro. And this is a buddy color with Nana, who is at Just Winging It Coloring. And she's new to Instagram, but she's also starting a YouTube channel for September. If her channel is up and running, I will link it. Otherwise, I'll just put her name on her Instagram in the description. And the page that we have chosen is this Launchpad Coffee Shop Drive-In Diner, which is such a cool page. I'm really looking forward to this one. I have visions of like a 50s color palette, like 50s diner color palette. So we'll see what happens with that, but I'm looking forward to that one. So those are all my buddies. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Is that only 5 buddies? Oh, and then we have Alien Worlds, which is also a project book, but unlike the other project books, this one I'm definitely doing something in this month. So as I've shown you over and over, I might do this one. I might do this one. Somebody, I don't remember who, but somebody in the Alien Worlds Data Report group, there we go. Maybe that's a little too much. Somebody was doing like all of the sections at once because, you know, like this guy here is this guy close up, right? And so the flowers and mushrooms are the same flowers and mushrooms that you see over here. It's just enlarged. And so they were using the same color palette and just doing the same parts on all of the pages. I don't know if I might get tired of trying to do that, so I might just stick with just doing the one double page spread. I do have a bit of a vision for how I could do this one, and I think I could get it done fairly quickly. So I might actually be able to do both double page spreads, but I have a whole lot going on for September, so I'm not going to count on getting 2 double page spreads done, but maybe I could at least get a second one started. But for sure, I will absolutely complete 1 double page spread in this book for September. And then the other pages are some of the PDFs that I had pulled. This one is from Coco Wyo's Adorable Goth. And I just think he's really cute little, well, he's not an octopus because he's only got 6 arms. So he's like a, what would he be? Like a septipod or something like that? I don't know. What's the 6th side? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. I might color this because I think it's really cute. And I think the least likely one I would color is this one, which is from the coloring book Bugville by Fern Brown. You can also find it on Amazon in a physical book form, but I got this from her Etsy shop. The reason that I probably wouldn't do this one is because it's just more detailed. But my mother-in-law would really like to do a buddy with me in a page. And so we'll likely do one of the PDF pages. And so if she likes this page and wants to do it, then I would do it. And then these pages are kind of my short list from Adorable Aliens by, it's the Coloring Heaven Adorable Aliens issue, and the artist is Matthew Larson. And so Jamie's Coloring Love is doing her Coloring the Movies hashtag. She's doing Men in Black. And so I thought choosing a page from Adorable Aliens was a good way to do the Men in Black tie-ins. So this one is called the Carnivorous Hendecyphus or something like that. His planet of origin is unknown, and he was captured on an abandoned spaceship, and he is the only known specimen. So I could totally see him being a specimen in the Men in Black facility. So that's why I chose that one. This one here, he's Glints. Phantom 3 Discovery drone was deployed to the planet Corbaldrin, where it was lucky enough to catch this Glints blowing bubbles in a crystal cavern. And so again, I just thought that was really cool. I could see it in the kind of blues and silvers color palette that goes with the Men in Black things. This one is just the Chronosaurus. Again, I just see it being like a specimen at the Men in Black facility. This one is the battle-suited Miggle-worm, defending the microplanet Thimble H6 from any alien and invaders. And so, one, he's a worm, which reminds me of the worms from the first Men in Black movie, which are the best. But number two is I also had this vision of, for the tie-in for the Men in Black movies, you know, the cat is Orion, and on the collar of the cat there's the little charm that has the entire galaxy within his charm. And so the idea of this microplanet could be in this Orion's belt charm where this galaxy exists. And so that's why I thought this could be a Men in Black tie-in. And then the last one was just this Captain Gribbler, who is the leader of the mission that explored hundreds of planets and discovered amazing and adorable aliens, which is, you know, all the aliens in the issue. But I could just see him being one of the aliens, you know, because they have all sorts of aliens kind of working and passing through the Men in Black facility. So I could see him being one of those. But I think my favorites for the Men in Black tie-in would be the little worm guy and this guy here. He kind of reminds me of a carnivorous plant, like a Venus flytrap with the mouth like that. I do recognize, though, that he is kind of an octopus and this guy's kind of an octopus. But who cares? If I feel like coloring them both, I'll color them both. So that is my plans. Oh, no, there's one more. There's actually one more book that I would like to try to get to, and that is Stardust Space Lust by Carla Magana. I have not flagged a page in here because I just really like them all. I would likely do I'd likely do one that has one of the girls' faces. And I think what I would really like to do, like I like this one a lot. What I'd really like to do is throw some gesso on the page and try to do some watercolor on it. This one might be actually a really good one for that because it's kind of simple, clean lines, doesn't have like the extra animals or things like that. In fact, I might even tag this one. I like her too, but yeah, I think if I'm gonna play with gesso and watercolor, like I don't really want one that has the whole scene. I like her a lot too, but I just kind of wanted to experiment a little bit. I really like her as well. And this one's really cool. But I actually think this one is kind of the theme I'm going for. I'm gonna choose a different tag for it. Actually, I'm just gonna put one of these on it. I want to try playing with watercolor and the gesso, and I really like just the shapes, like the geometric shapes. And I love this. She's got this like alien bone structure. So yeah, we'll see. That one is just for me. So obviously the buddy colors are going to come first. Buddy colors come first. At least getting one Alien Worlds done comes next, and then we'll see what else happens. So I think that is that is it for my planned pages. It's definitely more than I'm able to do, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 proper buddies plus alien worlds makes 6, and then 7, 8, 9, 10 pages of just space. That doesn't include the Matchstick Mouse, and I want to get Matchstick Mouse done for sure. So that makes 11 pages. And then I'd like to try to make a start in, like I said, Ivy and Inky or Secret Garden or World Literature or the Mythic World. I think Mythic World I'm more likely to leave for October probably. But the Ivy, Inky, World Literature, and Secret Garden, I'd like to make a dent in something. So that's a lot of pages. I usually get about 10 done a month. I think once I got 11 done. This month I might only have 9. So I'm pretty consistent with like pretty close to 10 pages. So this is definitely a lot for me to try to get done. And we'll see how I do. I think anything that I can base with alcohol markers, I can knock out a little bit faster. So we'll see how it all goes. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Okay, so that is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and tell me down in the comments, are you going to be participating in Space-tember? And what space pages are you looking forward to coloring if you are participating in Space-tember? And if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. Your likes and comments and subscriptions really help my channel to grow. And I really like doing this, so I'd love to grow my channel. Thank you for sharing your time with me, and be kind to yourself out there. Bye-bye.